Alright, last time we solved by completing the square and factoring and square rooting. Now we're going to solve by this formula, quadratic formula. Now this formula came about by doing completing the square with this, and don't worry about that. We're not going to show it to you right now, but to do completing the square to this formula comes up. And then if you just plug in your ABCs, you could find x. So our first thing is, for this problem, it has to equal 0. It has to be in standard form. And so we go A, well, A is your 1. B is the number next to the x. So B is negative 5. And C is the number by itself at the end, so that's 4. And what we do is we take this formula, and we're going to plug in all our numbers. So we do negative B. So negative B is negative 5. B is negative 5, so opposite of negative 5. Plus or minus the square root of B squared. So what are we going to square? We're going to square negative 5. It's B. Minus 4 times A. Well, A is 1, so that's 1. And C is 4. All over 2 times A. A was 1. Now, that might look cumbersome, but now all you do is you do your math inside of everything. For instance, right here, negative, negative, that becomes a positive 5. And then this becomes what negative 5 squared is 25. And then negative 4 times 1 times 4 looks like it's going to be negative 16. And 2 times 1 is 2. All right. That looks like we now have 5 plus or minus the square root of, looks like this is 9. Now, do we know the square root of 9? Why, yes we do. This is 5 plus or minus 3 over 2. Can you actually do both of these? Yeah. There are two answers here. You have x equals 5 plus 3 divided by 2, and you have x equals 5 minus 3 divided by 2. You have a plus and a minus. We're going to solve both of those. This one looks like it's 8 over 2, which is 4. This one looks like it's 2 over 2, which is 1. Now, we could have solved this one by factoring. It would have been a lot quicker. But this is how you use completing the square.